Have fun, guys.
Look back and say goodbye to them because they're sad now.
Bye.
Larry,
Thanks.
say goodbye, Larry.
Bye. Miss you all.
So again, I've taken a lot of people to this hospital over the years, but only to go to the bathroom, okay? The CEO of this hospital over there is actually one of my students. He has told me that he thinks it's very therapeutic for his patients to see balloons. It's as simple as if you add heat, we go up. If you don't add heat, we come down. If you want to be less hot, by the way, stand right here. If you want to be less hot, try this. You choose. Stand right here, closer. Not as bad, huh? We're doing a lot of burning to go up right now, but as soon as we are up, we won't have to do so much burning. Now, if you guys notice, we're starting to change a little bit of the direction just right here. The original direction that way, now it's starting to go this way a little bit more. Wind. Yep. The wind will be in different directions. What we call balloon eclipse. This is called the balloon eclipse. Take a picture if you can. I might do it again. This thing actually makes me spin. Now behind them over there, that's the Las Vegas Strip. In case you guys don't know that. Point out the obvious to you guys first, okay? Yep, I'm opening up a 24-foot hole on the sides of the balloon. There's proof that I can actually find the hole in the balloon. So, you guys look over here before we get too far away from it. There's a golf course that's over there. Let me turn this down a little bit. There's a golf course that's over there. And the corner that is closest to us, you'll see a little bunch of yellow buildings with red roofs. You see just past that big vacant lot, there's that golf course. The corner that is closest to us has a bunch of yellow buildings and red roofs. I'll spray some right there. You see that. But that's the Sultan of Brunei's house. His little country of Brunei. And he built that place about 15 years ago for $80 million.
Oh.
And yeah, he's lived there less than 2 weeks out of the last 15 years. So his most famous resident is actually Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson actually lived there for a couple of years before he passed away. That's not living there.
That's where we are down there.
There's a bunch of commercial buildings. There's 4 commercial buildings on our side of that vacant lot. If you follow those 4 buildings over to the end, further away, you'll see a bunch of yellow buildings and red roofs. All those yellow buildings and red roofs, that's his house. It's a huge, huge house. Right? Yeah. At the same level as the hot air balloon basket, you go over, about, just over to where you see that corner of that golf course. That's his. Now this raised hill that you see over here, that has a little fence that kind of goes down the side of it and everything. Andre Agassi actually has 3 houses that he owns there. He no longer lives there now. He used to live there. He actually lives at the base of those 2 towers out there. Those 2 towers are called the Queensridge Towers. The Queensridge is our most expensive condominiums in all of Las Vegas. Nothing less than $1 million in those 2 towers out there that you see. Now out there, there's a mountain that's all by itself, and it's appropriately named Lone Mountain. 1 second. Actually my most interesting landing spot. One day I was flying the Remax balloon. I used to fly the Remax balloon all the time. I'm actually the pilot for them as well. And I landed on top of that mountain over there. And there were some hikers up there, and I said, hey, you guys want to ride? And they go, yeah. Okay, sign here. And I signed in and took them down for a ride down, so pretty cool. 10,000 feet right now. That's where he was just at. We're actually coming up to him, believe it or not. It's very strange. We're going up at 440 feet a minute. 500 feet a minute. That reminds me, if you guys feel comfortable, close your eyes for just a second if you feel comfortable. And tell me if it feels like we're going up at now 600 feet a minute.
No.
Feel any sensation or motion other than a little bit of wind in your face?
No.
Nothing at all. Crazy, huh? That's hot air ballooning in a nutshell. There's no motion at all in hot air balloon. And that's why it's so strange, flying like this and everything. Right now we are going, we're going really slow right now. We're going 1.7 miles per hour. We were going like 12 miles an hour a second ago, so we've come to a stop. All right, for everybody on this side of the basket, if you look this direction straight down, you will see our new Wet n Wild. It's only about a year old, and it's our new water park that's right down here. You guys can see it's all spinning as well. Also, you guys can look at this though. If you guys see these mountains over here, they have a whole bunch of holes in them and everything. And those are mines that are no longer active. They were gold, silver, and lead mines about 100 years ago, and now they're no longer active. But if you want to go and hike around and hike in some mines and stuff, as long as you don't have spray paint or illegal drugs in your pockets, they'll pretty much not stop you. It's pretty cool. Over here, you'll see a little cutaway in the mountains up there. You see a little greenery behind it. That's the town of Blue Diamond. That's where I wish my dad had purchased land when I was growing up. Because back then it was super inexpensive because nobody wanted to live out of town. Now everybody wants to live out of town, and it's like living out in the country, and it's really beautiful out there. It's only a 15-minute drive to work, so it's not too bad. Over here, Bishop Gorman, BG there, that is our most expensive private school in town. Close your eyes for a second, tell me it feels like we're coming down at 600 feet a minute now. Not at all, huh? No motion at all? That's, your ears are all popping, and that's how you know how fast you're coming down too. This is a middle school, it's one of my weather sites that we use as well. You guys look out in the far distance out there, kind of a gold color casino building out there.
Mm-hmm.
That's called the Red Rock Station Casino. That's the nicest local casino in town.
Oh, that's where the movie theater is.
What's that now?
That's where the movie theater is?
Yeah,
That one? Yeah.
Have you been there before?
Yeah.
Awesome. Right over here, by the way, the golf course that you can see, kind of the closest one to us over there, that's actually called Sienna. And Sienna is a 55 or older community. But only one person has to be 55 or older. So if you're a cougar, you can bring home a 19-year-old. So, out here, Red Rock Canyon. At the base, though, of Red Rock Canyon, you can see some housing there. That's another place I wish my dad had purchased land. Because again, back then it was super inexpensive, and now it's very expensive to live there. So, or to buy there. Mount Charleston is the bald mountain that you see out there in the distance. It's 12,000 feet above sea level. It's where I was married. I wasn't married at the top, but I was married at the base of Mount Charleston 25 years ago, and I still love it. I'm not saying that because I'm on camera, but that's a really good reason as well. I do love her even outside the camera. Right below us, you'll see this is a disc golf course right here. I call it disc golf because if I call it a frisbee golf, which I used to call it, people that are disc golfers get mad at me because they say frisbee is the brand. I'm going to come down now. By the way, our highest point when we were up there earlier, that's where the surf people decided to show me how cool they were and walking around. Crazy. It's also where I had something in my back that was asking about altitude. I was telling them that we were at 4,000 feet. He said, are you talking AGL or MSL? I go, okay, you're a pilot, what do you fly? And most of the time people tell me they fly like a Cessna or a Bonanza or a Cirrus or a little Piper Cub or something. And this guy goes, no, I work for the government.
Can you see the wind shadow?
Come on, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me what you do. Tell me what you do. Apparently he tells me to fly F-22. I go, oh, I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. Let me come over here and fly my balloon. He came and flew my balloon. He had a great time with it as well. time, same thing, same kind of conversation. Just this time though, he said he wasn't a pilot. I'm like, really? He was asking about age, yelling at Miss Allen. I was like, yeah. What do you do? He goes, I work for NASA. I'm thinking, okay, he's probably runs computer bees or something, you know? Because there's a lot of computer bees that work for NASA. And he goes, no, actually I'm a doctor. He goes, yeah. He goes, I've been on 2 space shuttle missions. And he goes, and I'm there to make sure that the other astronauts get down and they're down safe, you know? So he's been on 2 space shuttle missions, and I go, man, it's not worthy, you're cool, come over here, fun, and we were talking about it. He said, you know, I actually have to train the